But before I bring this to our notice, we should also be aware that the economy is not smiling. Are you aware of that? So many people, I'm sure you are excluded, say amen to that. Some of you are not saying amen. So many people are troubled. They can't feed well. They can't pay rent again. So many things are happening. But for you, be positive. Say, I am exempted. Say, for me, my own case is different. So we're in such a time, and until God finish up his work with the government of the nation, we don't know how long it's going to be. But one thing, like I always said, I think we have learned that a couple of months ago. Before you spend any money, you should put on a plan. Not just collect salary and start distributing it like you are Father Christmas. By the time it reaches zero, your eyes will be clear. So any money that comes into your hand, you sit down and plan it. This is not the time to be jumping from one ceremony to another, buying one ashwebi or the other. Let ashwebi remain in the market. Let the money be in your account. That does not mean clothes seller will not sell. That does not mean tailor will not sew. They will still sew. They will still buy. But you prioritize the way you spend your money. Even me at my level, my wife knows I don't spend anyhow. If any money comes to my account, before I spend the money, I sit down. Sometimes I pray, Holy Ghost, how do I spend this money? Sometimes the money can be in my account 1 week. I have not touched it. 2 weeks, I will still be looking at the money. How do I spend this money? Until I have a clear direction on how the money will go, I will not spend it. Because one thing about money, money is a spirit. Once you start spending it, it will not let you end until you finish it. Are we together? That's the spirit of money. Buy this one, buy that one, buy that one. Before you know, you have bought everything and your account is reading zero. So that's why you have to put everything in plan and watch how you spend. So we're going to look at about 10 of them, the most demanded skills to acquire in 2024. The most demanded skills to acquire in 2024. There are different types of skill. We have vocational skills, we have management skill, we have technical skill, and we have digital skills. But we're just going to look at vocational skills because these ones are in high demand, and virtually everybody in the world will need one of these. And like I always say to us in this church, most of us are young folks. Don't depend your life on salary. Don't depend your life, not even half of your life on salary. You should have other source of income, particularly that you are still in your 30s, in your 20s. Once you are 40, you have to struggle to go through life, especially if you don't have a skill. But even if you have crossed your 40, there's still time for you to acquire certain things that can help you be more productive in your journey. Because the truth of the matter is that Nigeria, you don't have a time frame to when things will get better to as you expect it. Things are better to some people, but to the masses, you don't have a time frame to when it will come to your best level. If you are buying a bottle of Coke for 400 naira, who knows, maybe when we wake up tomorrow it will be 500. So that's to tell you that you don't have a time frame to when it will. So it means that you should upscale your productivity. You should upscale the things you're doing so that you can have more instead of spending more. And I'm saying this not in order of gender based. It can be male acquired, it can be female acquired. What matters is that you have the skill at your disposal and you are using it well. Number one here on my list is one of the topmost demanded skill is tailoring and fashion design. Tailoring and fashion designing. How many of you are let's use that local word, you're a tailor. We know you're a fashion designer, but you're a tailor. That's the first name they gave you before you became a fashion designer. Raise your hand up. Tailor. So we have 3 of them, 4. So Every one of us seated here this morning, are we not wearing clothes? So somebody sewed that cloth for you. And one of the most basic essential thing that human cannot do without is clothes. Nobody can walk naked. Nobody can walk naked. So people, no matter how hard the economy is, people will still buy clothes. People will still sew clothes. And that's why we watch that the fashion industry is growing in limbs and in bound. I've mentioned some industry that no matter how the economy looks wrecked, such industry will never experience anything like that. 1, fashion. 2, food industry. For where? People need it on daily basis. But only those two. The demand for such items or commodity, they are in high demand. So whether you're a male or female, you can decide to upskill yourself in that area. Go and acquire tailoring skill, how to sew clothes. My mother was a fashion designer before she died, and at the point I was learning how to press the machine. So there's some skill I learned how to use needle to do some needle work, and I actually loved to do it that time, but I couldn't acquire it. So such a very beautiful skill. Even if you are not using it to add money to your life, you can be using it. By the time you give birth, you can sew clothes for your children, for yourself. You have already saved yourself from paying any tailor. Ask all these tailor now, tell you how much they are charging to sew one cloth. This one will say 20,000, this one will say 50,000 to sew just one cloth. Imagine if you are sewing it for yourself. Haven't you saved 20,000? So the only thing you are buying is what? The material. Like Miss Andero now, I've not seen her sew any clothes from Sister Mary before. Since I've known her more than 6 years now, she never saw from anybody. But when my wife met her to sew, she said she does not sew for outsider. She sew only for herself and her children. And that's why you see her daughter is looking always radiant. So because she has saved that money of sewing from outside. So Mary too, Abby, will you go and be sewing outside when you can sew for yourself? So that skill alone can decorate your family, can beautify. So wives, husband, it does not exclude anybody. They are fashion designers that are male, do you know? And they are doing amazingly well. My tailor, if you want to sew one cloth for me, he charges 30,000 to sew just up and down. And because it's in Aware, if the guy moved from Aware to Lekki, Sister Light, your husband, do you know how much he charges? He told me one day, say his boss in Lekki charges 150,000 to sew just male clothes. I told the brother, I said, okay, you have learned enough. Go and start your own. If your boss charges 150, 200 to sew just up down, and you are still working with him, I said, go and start your own. That's what I told the husband a few months ago when I met him. So there's a lot of money in such industry that no matter how the economy is going down, people will still be coming to buy clothes. How many of you know Balogun Market? Are you not seeing the flocks of people going to that market every day? Go to the fashion line, that area where they are selling clothes. Oh my God. Where are they getting the money from? They keep buying and buying, and they keep importing. They keep bringing different shades of materials, different styles, and people are buying. And when you go to the dunghill, you see the waste of the materials. This one is finished using this one, throw it down the way, has bought two to replace the one threw away. So it's not still late. This 6 months, you can go and acquire. Tell yourself, this 6 months, I want to learn how to sew clothes. And I've discovered, I don't know, you can bear witness, it's easier to learn sewing clothes than plaiting hair. I don't know if I'm right. I'm right. Because me, I know. It's easier to sew clothes than to learn fashion design, hairstyling. So go and, you can enroll 6 months. I tell you, by January next year, oh my God, give yourself time so that your life is not dependent only on one stream. You can make money. If they say tomorrow, no more salary, you can start in front of your house and start sewing clothes. It's a matter of time. If you are good at what you're doing, you will get customers. Am I right? All right. Number 2 is hairdressing and beauty therapy. Some ladies are good at that, and there are men who also plait human hair. Do you know that? Yes. As a matter of fact, as a male person, if you don't want to be an hairstylist plaiting woman hair, you can go and learn how to cut man's hair. I have a clipper in my house. I cut my children's hair. Not that I can't take them. Sometimes I just want to exercise my own skill. It's not that I learned it. I just let me exercise my skill. And I look at myself, I'm doing well. If I start a salon business, I'll be making money. One day I cut their hair like this and I was, wow. I said, you are doing well. Yes. So you can go and learn it 3 months, 6 months. Male, how much did you pay to cut your hair? The list is 159 now. Where go to Novare Mall. Just go to Novare Mall. You know Novare Mall? Go to that black shop there. Just go there. Say I want to cut my hair. You will hear what you will pay. Now leave Novare Mall. Just go to Badore. Now from Badore, now go to Lekki. You know that time past time, then location past location. Then you know that your 1.5 cannot even allow you to enter the shop. Because to buy a bottle of drink while you are cutting your hair, 1.5 will not buy it. So any skill you have is relevant anywhere in the world. What I say? That is why people are running to places like Canada. See, those who have skill and move out of this country to another country, they will never suffer. Because once you have a good skill, you will get a job. You don't have to go and wash toilet. You don't have to clean somebody's bob. You don't have to go and take care of an imbecile. If you are a hairstylist, I can guarantee you, as you enter any space, just give us 1 week, you will get a job. Or you know how to sew clothes, you will get a job. There are Nigerians over there that are asking people from Nigeria to sew clothes for them and send to them. Some they plait hair from Nigeria here and export it because there are no good stylists over there. So the opportunities that we are wasting here is in high demand in overseas. That's why young people who have acquired enough skill, they have moved. They call it jackpass syndrome, and they have removed the syndrome. They have jackpass. And their life, they are doing well. Imagine you are plating here, you are giving you $500, $200, $100. Imagine accumulating that, and you are in a month you are doing well in dollars. And such kind of money can take you 1 year to make in Nigeria. You can make that in 1 month. So that's why you need to upscale your skill. Time is still with you now to go and learn. Go and learn skills so that if a time comes that your 1.5 cannot buy you even a breakfast, you have a skill that can keep you running. You need a skill. Tell someone beside you need a skill. If the person has more, say you need another skill. Number 3, this can be relative to male. Painting and decorating. But the decorating part can also be for female. Like doing all of this in the church. A sister did that. Your own can be painting. People paint their houses from time after time. Don't say I can paint. You went to buy a brush and be using somebody's house to do rehearsal. No. Go and learn how to paint well. If you spoil somebody's paint is expensive. You will buy it. But if you go and learn how to paint, when you do the good job, you know that you deserve to be given another one. Go and learn how to do all of these things. Requires some level of expertise for you to keep getting more referrals. But if you just do shabby job, anyhow job, nobody will refer you. They won't give you next job to do. But if you do a good job, the next one they give to you. There are people, while we're some of our project on the site, there was a particular man we gave the job. He said he was not going to buy the paint. He was going to make the paint by himself. And he produced the paint, and the paint was fine. And that was used to paint the job we gave him. Then if you're a female, you can go and learn how to do decorating. There are a lot of decorative work you can engage yourself into. Now that you are still young, you say, I don't want to be a stylist. I don't want to be a fashion designer. Go and learn how to decorate. Number 4, this can be solely for male. Solar panel installation and maintenance. I need to spend a little more time on this. You know, Nigeria right now, one of our biggest problems is power. Are we together? And the world right now, we are adopting what we call the renewable energy alternatives. How we can renew our power, how we can save energy and at least be able to get so much from it. Sometimes we don't know what we have until we lose it. The sun that we have in Africa, some other part of the country don't have it. So that's why in their own country they have stable power supply. But in Africa we have stable sun supply, but we have less power supply. There's more sun but no power. And that is why young men particularly, in fact I will emphasize young men in this church, go and learn how to install solar panels. There is high demand, and the demand will keep increasing as the day and the year goes by. Do you know they have increased electricity tariff? Are you aware? If you buy 2,000 naira worth of electricity power, maybe you usually take 1 month before, maybe 3 weeks is burn out. But imagine if you have solar in your house. You will not need NEPA. You don't need generator. I know how much I spent on my generator just a couple of days ago here. Apart from the noise, apart from the fuel, apart from the oil, once you have installed your solar, from what I heard, one time installation takes another 2 years before you can renew, and possibly you only need to change the panels on your roof. I live in an estate. I'm the only one using generator. To my right, to my next right, to my next right is solar. I said, what the life is this one? Once NEPA takes light, automatically their light switches over. And me, I'll be doing, generator will not start. We'll kick again. I said, no. But they installed their own when the thing was still less expensive. If you check their roof, the roof all covered with panels. Very big house, and the solar is powering everything. I was telling a brother, I said, imagine this aware. Imagine if you are installing solar for all the shops in this aware, and you are charging them 150, 200. They'll be looking for you everywhere. Because that shop will no longer need generator to power anything again. Imagine if you are installing in people's houses, all these face you me and face you. You know, say, see, I can put solar in your house. All you just need to pay 200,000. Yes, that 200,000 can get you a generator, I know, but maybe small one. But if you install this solar, it can give you fan, watch your TV, and all through the night you're fine. Say, really? Install it. If you install it well, I tell you, you will not have rest. They'll be looking for you. It's just late for me. I can't go there again. But I tell you, the demand for solar is high. So, men, go and learn it. I'm saying it now. You will recall I said it by December when time comes. Go and learn solar installation. Another one relative to that is security, putting security in your house, in your car, you know, those ones. That's one relative to that. They are in high demand. They are in high demand. So imagine you have such skill in your hand. You will not be hungry. Even if you are not good at using the internet, engage people who know how to use internet. Just make a noise all around. You will see people come. I even myself, I will call you to come and install in my house. Won't you call him to come and install? When you know that with 500,000 you can have power stable in your house 7 days a week, no generator, I will install it. I will install it. I'll be fine. I was at the chemist yesterday, just at Mayfair there. There was no power in the complex. I just saw the fan rolling. I was wondering, is it a solar fan? I just looked behind. Saw inverter battery and panel. I said, wow. No generator, and power is supplied to the shop. Just one dry cell inverter battery with the machine, and panel is on the roof. Case closed. You can continuously be living in wealth if you acquire that skill. Number 5, am I right? This one is very important, lucrative. Agriculture and farming. Who is a farmer here? Prosper. Is that you a farmer? Was it you? Somebody says a farmer in this church. Is it favor? That is another industry that is about to boom. Is about to experience a whole boom. That industry, particularly in Nigeria, is about to experience another exploit: farming and agriculture. I have clients who have bought acres of land, 6 acres, 7 acres, 10 acres. I still have more still on my list, still waiting, just that we have not opened some of other estates. They're on the list. They want to buy 10 acres, 6 acres to start agricultural business. One man bought 10 acres just for farming. One man bought 12 acres just for farming. I told you I have a farm. By December, I will show you my yam. But you will buy the yam. I will not give you from the yam. That is the next industry. You can plant cucumber in our estate. Just, I don't know who ate the cucumber. They say they just sprinkled the seed somewhere in front of the building. And 3 months after, we harvested 3 big size cucumber. Is it cucumber? That's watermelon rather. Watermelon. When my dad told me, he said, they have never seen this size of watermelon before. Very big. I said, who planted? They said, no. They said they just finished and they sprinkled the seed everywhere. And they are bringing watermelon almost from the north, from Ogun State, from everywhere. You can buy 2 acres of land, 1 acre of land, and just go into only watermelon planting. There are people are buying it. There's this pepper they call this yellow pepper that has different color. There's yellow, there's green. What do they call that pepper? Bell pepper. One bell pepper is about 2,000 now. Are you not hearing me? It's about one bell pepper is about 2,000 now. And the demand is high. I have a farmer in that our area. That's what he's planting. Before the thing ripe, they have lined up to buy it. As he's planting, someone says, "Okay, please, I'm buying this whole line." So when you say agricultural business, that one is a ready-made market. Just choose which area you want to go and start now. All these things I'm telling you, in December I will come back to recall you to that I mentioned these areas, because this is the next move of wealth for these last days. The next one, this also has to do, agriculture can be done by whether male or female. Don't say it's only man. Female can have farm. You can have a farm. The next one is leather work and shoemaking. I know of a woman down the road here, very proud sister, making shoes. Have you seen that lady before? Very proud lady. She's proud of herself and she's making money. Some of the shoes some of us are wearing were made in Nigeria. They're made in Nigeria. You can acquire that skill. It's part of fashion. Because the demand is there. So, then also this one can also be acquired by anyone. Soap making and cosmetic manufacturing. At least all the women should know how to do this. So at least you stop buying detergent, liquid soap, ipopopo, jig. At least all women should know how to do that. Maybe we should teach all the women in this church. What do you think? Miss Gift, I think your destiny has come to light. So maybe we're going to look into it in July. We'll teach all the sisters how to make soap, but you will pay. I will not make it free. It's only those who pay that will come for the class, but we'll subsidize it. That's what we're not going to do free. So that when you acquire that skill, you can use it very well. So in July, before it's over, we'll roll out how to make list of liquid soaps. Mrs. Gift, please come forward. Come and tell us some of these the ones you can do quickly. Hurry up. So she will be one of the instructors. Then I'll also get an established person to come. Apart from her, who else knows how to make liquid soap in this church? Who knows how to do IPO? Who knows how to do, which other one again? Tell us what are the ones you can, because I've told this when it just started, to put your life into that business. You just be doing small. All right, you will discover soon.
Liquid soap, Heiser, and bleach.
And bleach. Those are the 3 you can do well. All right. So you also do
perfume, sir. Yes.
You see now, all this perfume you are buying, you will not buy perfume again. That class is coming in July. You will pay. If you did not pay, you will not attend. It's not going to be free. At least we have done free medical check. Did not pay. We have given out free item. Did not pay. But this one, skill, you will pay. All right. So because with that one, you know, there are certain things women needs to learn and knows how to do by themselves. Imagine you are not buying detergent, you are not buying IPO. Even if your husband has put it on the budget, you have already saved that money for yourself and family. There are some women, they are so good, they are versatile. They can bake or anything bakeable. Cake, snack. They are just... But all these young ladies that are still in your 2021 right now, how many skills do you have? Even if you're in university now, you should at least you should have is 5 by now. Before you finish, that's even if you are going to university, acquire as much as you can. It will be useful when you get married. A little word is enough for the wise. The next one is graphic designing. Very, 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 very lucrative. The least a graphic designer charge to do a work for you is 10,000. That's the least. And it's not, you can say our church flyer, it's not cheap. The guy is in Ibadan. I've only seen him, I've only met him once. I've been doing that job for both my company and the church for over 2 years. I've not met him twice. I've only met him once. But because we do collective of all ones, I don't pay him 10,000. Right? Imagine if I've been paying 10,000 for all this one. I've been paying almost 200,000 a month. So I've trimmed it down. I've used power of negotiation to know what I will pay. Godfrey is a very graphic designer. This one can charge you till you go and think well. You did not pay him, he will not do your job. But it's very good. Because it's a work of creativity. They have to sit down and think how to conceptualize an idea into images and bring out a good design. So it's not cheap. It's a work of the mind. I've been a graphic designer before, but I've stopped. I know what it means. I know how much I charge when I design. Some pastors in this are where I design for them monthly. I'm on a payroll. There's a pastor in the US. I have to outsource a job to my graphic designer about 2 years ago when I entered ministry fully. Every month I was one editing his videos and also designing his church flyers. I was on his payroll 2020, 2021. I was on his payroll. Once it's done with his message like this, I download it from the YouTube, I will edit the video and upload it back to his page. I still have some of those messages on my laptop. I was enjoying it because the money was coming steadily. In fact, the man promised me at the point and said, he didn't know, I didn't know I was even going to start a church. He said, Paul, if you continue doing this, I have a dream car I want to buy for you. He mentioned this, I want to buy you Toyota Matrix. He told me 2020, around November or so. He said, because I just love your job. Because when it comes to that designing, I put my time. I design mostly in the midnight when everybody's sleeping. So I told him, sir, whatever you want, do it quickly. Because you don't have my time. He said, do it quickly. He said, continue doing the work. But we evolved. The company started. I have less time to concentrate again. The ministry started. I just outsourced the job to my graphic designer. So he's the one doing the video editing and the graphics. That's over 2 years ago. So you can make a living from it. But during that lockdown, I was not in need of anything. People were even coming to our house asking, we're giving them during the lockdown. Because during the lockdown alone, I was both designing for people and training people, both web designing, both mobile application. I was building mobile apps and building websites, teaching people both home and abroad. The least was 20,000, charging people. I was making good money from the comfort of my home. Thank God I learned those skills 2018. It survived me and my family throughout the lockdown. We never had one day without food. We had enough. I was even paying my tithe during the lockdown. So go and acquire skill now. You don't know when else the next lockdown will come up. Have you heard of cholera outbreak? It can lead to lockdown. Go and acquire a skill now. If they lock you in the house, can your skill still help you to work? Because if there's lockdown, would there be salary? But if you have a skill, that skill can still fetch you job. But during the lockdown, I would drive out of my house. I have one jalopy character, Toyota Corolla. It's expensive, it's not jalopy. At least now, Toyota Corolla now is about 6-7 million. At that time, we bought about 3 million plus. I would drive to a man church in Lakwe. The man is a pastor, to edit his video. I was on his payroll. I can remember about 4 or 5 pastors in this Ibejuleki. I was on their payroll for a whole month, editing their video, their designing. It was when I started Land Bank, the work was becoming too much. I had to excuse myself from it. I had to release some of them out. So that's why my video designer knows. I know what you are doing, so this is what I want. Do it well. I have clear understanding of how this thing works. So please build your skill in any of these areas. You'll be fully independent, because you will not be bothered where will my next money come from, because the service is needed everywhere. All these kit makers, if you are good, you can be doing works for them. Everybody now want to be skit maker. I was telling my wife, I said, see, if God did not send them there, it's a matter of time, they'll be out of the place. Copying does not make your life better. Let your friend be doing skit making. If you are not sent there, it's a matter of time, you'll be called out of the place. And you will leave the people that are sent to be skit making. Because while they are skit making, they are making money. But you are burning data, and nobody's watching your video. Now be crying, only 2 likes. Who sent you? Is it your assignment? You know how people are crying for likes and comments. Is it your life? If you are sent, you will not cry for like. The proof is there. Like me, for example, I said, I don't need anybody on earth to tell me I'm called. I know I'm called. Don't you know I'm called? You can confirm. But even if you don't confirm, me, Paul, I know God called me. So nothing can move me in ministry. I have not seen anything that can move me. I know I'm called. So I'm staying here, whether it's easy or it's hard. We'll wither it through. So it's only what you are called into that you will stay through. What you are not called into, adversity will call you out of the place. So find where you are called into and stay there. Don't go and be skit making if you are not called to skit make. If your area is fashion, go and be doing fashion. Do the fashion well. Be proud. Be a proud fashion designer. Then money will come seeking you. The last one, this one is for all the female. There are men doing it also. Event planning and decoration. I've heard somebody say they want to start that, and I've not seen that person starting it. Event planning. Do you know how much they charge? I think it was Sister Andero saying that. Was it you? Somebody they want to start event planning during when we're having one interactive section. You can make a lot of money for people who want to start. They want to plan for their wedding, their naming ceremony. They just need someone who can take off that burden off their heads and help us plan. There are events that people want just someone to just do it on their behalves, and they charge. But there's a skill to it. You have to learn how it's done. So you can leverage on any of this skill and then be making good money for yourself. I've said in this church before, all the male, raise your right hand please. Your right hand please. If this answer is for you, then you now raise 2 fingers up and keep 3. But if you don't have the answer, keep all your hand up. God need to help you. You are here with your hand. So all the male, raise your right hand up. Not 1 finger, sir. Your hand up. You can drive very well. Do like this. You see the remaining hand up. If they give this one car now, can they drive? Put your hands down. Go and learn how to drive. Mayfair Garden Arts Driving School. The lease is 30,000. 3 weeks, you are good in driving. Go and learn how to drive. Now, I'm saying it almost a 3rd time. So that when they give you car, you don't say, sorry, I cannot drive. They collect the key from you. Go and learn how. It's a skill you need to learn. Women, raise up your hand. If you can drive, do like this. You can drive. Wow. Joel's mom can drive. Amazing. Is it in the dream or real life? Wow, please clap for her. Clap for her. That's beautiful. The rest of you, go and learn how to drive. I'm not advertising any company, but they are all around there. Go and learn how. It's a skill. Don't say age. When I was in this area, I was 19 years. My daddy bought one manual car. We said, teach us how to drive. He did not teach us. While he was sleeping, we entered the car. Myself and my twin brother, we drove it like that. We burned the clutch. Nobody taught us how to drive. We learned it by force. He didn't teach us, so we entered the car. We just we shall push the manual. It's manual car. Not this day. After burning the car, we shall brought it back home. Who drove this car? You did not give us the key. And that was how we learned how to drive. My dad says it anyway. He said, I didn't teach my children how to drive, but they learned how to drive by themselves. And it's true. We didn't go to driving school. I learning how to drive. And today, I can drive you to heaven, not death, alive, and bring you back. I drive on the top speed. But you think I'm raising well. I drive with all my senses. When the car is not moving well, I don't know. I drove to camp over the weekend with my family. With my Lexus, no car could meet me on the way. They were looking at me like this. I'm going. So, develop your driving skill. Develop your driving skill and have a driving license so that you are not enter trouble. As you learn how to drive, get a driving license. You are approved to drive anywhere because you don't know when the opportunity can come your way. You don't have idea. When you prepare for opportunity, when opportunity comes, it benefits you. Have I made sense to every one of us? All right, let me ask. Maybe any of us want to add. What other skill do you think anybody should add to what I've added or what I've said? What other relevant skill? Okay. Barbing, we've said that before you came. Yes. Do you know how to barb? Okay. Okay. Cooking. Is there any women in this show that don't know how to cook? It's true. There are some that don't know how to cook well. They can cook, but they cannot cook well. Because there's some food when you eat it, you don't want to eat the next one. So there are women that don't know how to cook. And these days it's easy. You can go to YouTube, learn how to cook. Anything you want to cook. Don't you know? There are kitchen online, don't you know? There are sisters, their life is on YouTube. They have prepared how to cook a dikaiko from the scratch to finish. They are not asking to pay to watch it. Just by watching, YouTube is paying them in dollars. You go and learn how to cook so that your husband will not be looking out. I've shared my own wisdom with you. At least I heard in Miss Andrews our last time, and we said so a good food. So the husband belly is coming out. I really eat outside. No, my wife knows. Outside for where? Because one day I ate somewhere. I ate one vegetable somewhere. I said for where? I will never. My wife knows. If she cooked the food and your sister in our house cooked the food, I know the different taste. I said, you are not the one. I said, this food, you are not the one who cooked it. I know the taste of my wife's food. Simple. I've mastered it that way. She knows, it's true. Carry the food away. I will not eat. And it's true. I won't eat the food. I know the taste of my wife's food. Case closed. Because she cooks well and I enjoy the food. She's the best cook as far as I'm concerned. I'm not relegating your own with me. You two are good in your own way. Let your husband praise you for me. And if he's not praising you, pray very well. So go and learn how to cook. Thank you for adding that. Learn how to cook well. There are cooks in this church and they are making money. At least Confidence is a cook. Queen here now? Queen is here. And they are making money in Lekki just by cooking for people. So you too can learn. So that means cooking past cooking. At least somebody won Guinness Book of Record. So it means that she's really good at cooking. So cooking past cooking. That your draw soup where if they eat and like this, go meet people for you. Go and change it, please. That's why your husband is not always coming home to eat the food. Because He's afraid. Cook nice food like, oh my God. My children said something very nice that night. After my wife finished cooking what they call this food they use in English, the food they use beans to prepare the soup. Begiri in English, in Yoruba, but what's in English? You know begiri? Bean stew. My son said, this stew, we love it so much. We can eat it without any eba or something. That's all. I said, don't worry, next one, I'll tell mom to buy all ingredients. You use spoon to be eating it. So because they enjoy the taste of the food. So they are now demanding. Male 7 and 5-year-old boy. So they know taste of good soup. So wife, if you cook good soup for your husband, leave the rest. I can't share secret with you. So you not come after me. So cook very well. So if your wife is not cooking well, you can also help her. Ask me how. Give her good money. Yes, that's it. Clap for me now. You can't give your wife 2,000. They go and cook all kinds of food. And it will show you now. Like the testimony Ms. Andrew shared with us that time of that woman. The husband gave me 2,000 Abi to cook. And he cooked the one who gave the money. And the woman went outside to go and eat another food outside. Maybe you gave him 2,000. Yeah, now this 2,000 your money cook. Chop the food like that. So men, give your wife good money to cook. And I tell you, they will return back with solid. But if your wife did not return back in a commensurate place, something's wrong. Don't let me say with the woman. But you know the right thing to do. But don't slap her. Tell her, maybe you put TV in your kitchen and put YouTube there. This how to cook a dikaiko. Start. So you can learn these skills and become best. Because two things man satisfy men. Men, am I speaking your mind? Number one is food. What I say? Number two is sex. If these two things is out of a man's life, they are going to look outside for somebody else to serve them better. And there are other women who are good in these two areas. So you as a woman be good in those two areas. You should be your topmost best. I won't tell you more than that. Yeah, somebody wanted to add. Okay. Oh, how did I forget that? Please, at least in this church, do you have any laundry person here? You are a laundry person. You have a shop in your house. You are doing it for your family. It's another lucrative business. I go to laundry every week. The least I pay is 10,000 every week. You can start a laundry business. It's not a shameful thing, no. Are you thinking it's a shameful thing? Okay, some of us are thinking. There are commercial laundry shops. Commercial. So you can start that laundry business as well. But go and learn how to do it so that you don't spoil somebody's clothes. Like my laundry that has spoiled 2 of my clothes. Now I've told him, clothes I bought 15,000. You have spoiled the phone clothes. 3 shirt, TM shirt. I said you have spoiled these clothes. I said if you spoil it next time, you buy it. 3M shirt, spoil it. He went to put IPO on colored clothes. And he spoiled the 3 shirts. Didn't pay me so well, but it's gone. So go and learn how to wash well, please. All right. Any other one? Somebody was raising hand. Which other skill can somebody learn? Let's have a recap for those that came late. We looked at 10 most demanded skill you should learn in 2024 as you go to the second half of 2024. Number 1, what's the first skill? Go and learn how to sew clothes. Number 2 is what? Hairdressing. You can learn how to plait people's hair. Plait it well. There's some hair, when you see them, you know that the person who played this hair has a problem. And when you see the one that was played well, you know that this person is good. Am I speaking of my ladies? It's someone who are not talking. Don't spoil somebody's hair though, please. Number 3, which one again? Baiting. Painting and decorating. Yes, painting houses. Number 4. Yes, I emphasize that to male. Go and learn how to install solar so that people can have light in their house. You make a lot of money. I can tell you that one. I can tell you estimated income for you is in millions. Number 5, agriculture. I also emphasize that. Go and start farming business. You can specialize in planting only cucumber or watermelon, tomatoes. Yeah, just specialize. You're gonna make a lot of money. Next one, Leather work and shoe. You can also make shoe. That's if you want that area. Next one, soap making. And I've said the month of July we're going to have a training for those who want to learn how to do IPO, liquid soap, perfume, and Isa. But we're going to pay for the class. The instructor will come with the materials. But I know if you undergo that class, you can make some stipend from it. So tell your friends around. We'll announce the date to us in the month of July. It might be one Friday or Saturday. We'll have it then. You add more skill to yourself. People are making money from that industry. All right, next one, please. Graphic designing for male. You can learn it. Also, female too can do it. Next one. Event planning and decoration. All right. Then cooking. She said cooking and all of that. So please get on this skill. This second half, give yourself time between July and December. I want to learn this skill. Add it to your life so that in 2025 you are swimming in money. Bow your head and ask the Lord, please lead me to the right skill to add up. If you already have one, and if you don't have any, ask the Lord, please lead me to the skill to add to my life. Pray in a moment while the choir gets set. Choir can come on stage. Lord, lead me to that skill. What is that skill that I need to go and add on